Prime Minister in Thailand on 6-day visit, red carpet reception at airport. Scared investors leave capital markets as share prices continue to plunge. RMG sector faces circa 5 crore loss per hour due to crisis of electricity. US Senate passes $95 billion aid for Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan. Those were the headlines. This is ATN News. This is Nafisa Nawal with English Bulletin. A red carpet was rolled out to accord warm reception to Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in Thailand. She reached in Bangkok on a 6-day official visit to Thailand at the invitation of her Thai counterpart Srettha Thavisin. She reached at Don Mueang International Airport in Bangkok at around 1:15 p.m. local time. Thai Deputy Prime Minister received Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina there. She was given a guard of honour and a 19-round gun salute at the airport. Earlier, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina left Dhaka by a flight of Biman Bangladesh Airlines at 10:13 a.m. During her visit, Bangladesh Prime Minister will hold bilateral talks with her Thai counterpart and also attend the 80th session of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. Bangladesh and Thailand will sign a number of cooperation documents, including a letter of intent on negotiations on a free trade agreement between the two countries. The share markets are facing continuous fall. Scared investors are leaving the share market. Share market experts say there are crises of confidence at the capital markets and it is tough to repair the market. Since first day of February, trading took place for 52 days and the market witnessed fall 33 days. The price of most of the shares and indices have fallen. At such circumstances, the investors are scared of severe loss. Experts say the capital markets lack good governance as well price hike of the shares of bad companies. As a result, the capital market has fallen in long-term crisis. The production and the export-oriented industries are being hampered due to suspension of electricity and gas supply. Because of less supply than the demands, it becomes tough to ensure delivery of products on time. According to the BGMEA, the RMG sector incurs circa 5 crore loss per hour due to the suspension of electricity supply. In last 10 years, electricity production has been increased more than 5 times and the supply of gas has also been increased. However, gas and electricity supply to the industries is yet to be ensured. As a result, production is hampered on a regular basis and the entrepreneurs are facing huge loss. The relatives of ministers or MPs have chance to quit Upazila posts. Action will be taken against those who will fail to do so. Awami League General Secretary Obadu Khader made the warning while addressing a press conference at party president's Dhanmondi office on Wednesday. He said there are opportunities to withdraw candidacy even after the deadline set by Election Commission. Replying to a query whether there is any wrong message as ministers and MPs are not maintaining party decision, Obadu Khader said the party will consider the activities on the basis of individuals. Election Commissioner Mohammad Anisur Rahman has said that the Prime Minister has been made informed so that the Parliament members do not interfere in the Upazila elections. He came up with the disclosure while exchanging views with filed administrations and law enforcement agencies in Chattogram on Wednesday, marking the 6th Upazila polls. Addressing the meeting, the Election Commissioner also said the EC will take all necessary steps to make the Upazila polls free, fair and acceptable. Experts have pressed on planned and green urbanization in a bid to remain safe from heatwave. However, they put priority on plans than money. Such matters were addressed on the third day of the NAP Expo 2024 in Dhaka on Wednesday. The ongoing heatwave in Bangladesh was discussed in a session of National Adaptation Plan (NAP) on the National Advancement on Climate Plan of Bangladesh. Several experts mentioned the lack of soil and water, as 87% roads in Dhaka city is of concrete. They say global financial assistance is essential for the implementation of climate plan, but development partners put emphasis on sustainable planning, highlighting the example of forestation of Rajshahi. Climate experts said for several reasons the cities are being transformed into heat islands. Persons linked with the government talked for new planning as they are concerned about new health risks due to climate change. The Appellate Division of the Supreme Court has got 3 new judges as President Mohammad Shahabuddin made the appointments. The 3 new Apex Court judges are Justice Muhammad Abdul Hafiz, Justice Shaheenur Islam and Justice Kashifa Hussain. The President made the appointment by elevating them from the High Court Division to the Appellate Division according to a Gazette notification issued in this regard. The appointment will come into effect from the date of their oath scheduled to take place on Thursday. With the new appointments, the total number of judges at the Appellate Division would be 8. The U.S. Senate has passed $95 billion package to provide military aid to Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan after months of delays and contentious debate over U.S. involvement issues in foreign wars. The Senate overwhelmingly passed the bill with big bipartisan 79-18 vote late Tuesday after the House had approved the package Saturday. The legislation has sent to U.S. President Joe Biden. Biden has worked with congressional leaders to win support for this. He said he will sign it Wednesday and start the process of sending weapons to Ukraine. The legislation would send $61 billion to replenish Ukraine's war chest as it seeks to repel Russia from its territory, $26 billion in wartime to assistance to Israel and humanitarian relief to Gaza citizens, $8 billion to counter Chinese threats in Taiwan and Indo-Pacific. Now a short break, we will be back soon with child pornography mastermind Tipu Kibria arrested. Bangladeshi boxer Jinat wins gold in Nelson Mandela Cup boxing. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. Mild to moderate heat wave, which is sweeping over several districts in the country, will continue several days. The Meteorological Department forecast this on Wednesday. According to the forecast, rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty or squally wind is likely at 1 or 2 places over several districts. and weather may remain mainly dry with temporarily partly cloudy sky elsewhere over the country. State Minister for Disaster Management and Relief Mohibur Rahman said India remains on the side of Bangladesh to tackle the adverse effects of climate change and Rohingya repatriation. He made the comment after a meeting with the Indian High Commissioner at the Secretariat on Wednesday. The State Minister said the climate of India and Bangladesh is almost the same. Both the countries are facing adverse effect of climate change, so the crisis could be resolved through exchange of information and mutual cooperation. The State Minister said India is on the side of Bangladesh for Rohingya repatriation. The government is working to tackle diplomatic challenges regarding Rohingya repatriation. Counter-Terrorism and Transnational Crime Unit CTTC have arrested the mastermind of the international child pornography gang TIM Fakhruzaman alias Tipu Kibria and his associate Kamrul Islam. Police seized content and equipment of child pornography from their possession. A boy was also rescued at the time. Tipu Kibria used to make pornography mostly with street boys of various areas of capital Dhaka through alluring them of money. He was arrested in 2014 and started the misdeeds again after being released in 2021. TIM Fakhruzaman obtained a postgraduate degree from the Jahangirnagar University and was a child literature once. He is now a mastermind of international child pornography gang. He has made around 1,000 pornographic videos with 30 to 40 street boys. He have associates in various places on the country. Police is working to arrest them. Now news around the world. Continuous Israeli artillery shelling of Gaza's northern Beit Lahia, Beit Hanun and Zabalia neighborhoods has been reported overnight. Meanwhile, Jamaica has taken a decision to formally recognize the state of Palestine. Amid the concerns over Israel's war on Gaza and ever-deepening humanitarian crisis in Palestinian territory, Jamaica's Foreign Affairs Ministry has stated that the decision. Statement said the decision is aligned with Jamaica's strong commitment to the principles of UN Charter. This seek to engender mutual respect and peaceful coexistence among states, as well as the recognition of the right of the people to self-determination. Foreign Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith said her country wants to see a peaceful resolution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict through diplomatic dialogue rather than military actions. Meanwhile, continuous artillery shelling has been reported overnight following Israeli military orders on Tuesday evening for people to evacuate areas in Gaza's northern territory. Indian Union Home Minister Amit Shah said citizenship will be given to Bangladeshi persecuted religious minorities who reside in India. Shah said since independence it was a promise of Congress and constitution makers that citizenship will be granted to those persecuted religious minorities in Bangladesh, Afghanistan and Pakistan who reside in India. Although Congress opposed due to appeasement and vote bank politics, they will bring CAA justifying its implementation. Many Pakistani and Bangladeshi resided in India in order to save their faith and honor. However, the refugees felt insulted in their own country when they were not granted citizenship. Through CAA, PM Modi honored Hindu, Buddhist, Jain and Sikh refugees by granting them citizenship. Nobody will lose citizenship under CAA provision as well. Now sports news. Zeenat Firdaus won the gold medal in the Nelson Mandela Cup International Boxing Competition as Bangladeshi competitor. The Nelson Mandela Cup International Boxing Competition was held in South African Durban city on Tuesday. BBF General Secretary Mahzarul Islam Toheen said Bangladeshi origin US-based boxer Zeenat took part in the competition as Bangladeshi competitor. She clinched a gold medal in the women's 50 kg weight category competition, beating her Ethiopian opponent in the event's final. Zeenat also represented Bangladesh in China's Hangzhou Asia Games held in September last year, although she failed to fulfill the country's expectation after her elimination from the second round. However, after this success, her eyes are on Paris Olympics and she will participate in next month's Olympics qualifying round boxing tournament in Thailand. Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Prime Minister in Thailand on 6-day visit, red carpet reception at airport. Scared investors leave capital markets as share prices continue to plunge. RMG sector faces circa 5 crore loss per hour due to crisis of electricity. US Senate passes $95 billion aid for Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan. Child pornography mastermind Tipu Kibria arrested. Bangladeshi origin Zeenat wins gold in Nelson Mandela Cup boxing. That's all from the newsroom for now. Thank you for being with us.